Hey guys, I'm Natalie, and today we're going to be unboxing the iPad Pro. I got it in gold. The size is 128 gigabytes, and as you can see, as everybody has talked about, it is sizable. This is a pretty good size box. It's a little heavier than my iPad Air 2 was, certainly, and that's what it looks like. So, without further ado, let's open her up. I can do it without gouging the box, possibly. All right. Oh, it's like it's vacuum sealed. I don't think it's meant to be this difficult. There we go. This thing fills up the whole box. There is no space on the sides for anything. And of course comes with your standard wall charger and your cable. Little booklet, probably also has stickers in it. And that's all she wrote. Empty box after that. Here. All right, so the fun part, let's pull off the plastic. If I can do it without dropping it, because this is big and kind of heavy for a tablet. Ooh, it's beautiful. So there you have it. It's a white band along the top. I don't remember, I guess I just don't remember seeing that on the promo video, but clearly it's something I've probably forgotten. So just on first look, this thing is big. I know everybody said that, but it's big for a tablet. I mean, it feels like the top of my computer or something. It's still pretty light, but it's certainly heavier than my iPad Air 2. And I feel like I'm gonna drop this thing. I would have to put a case on it. I have this feeling like it'd be so big, I couldn't do it one-handed. I would definitely probably drop it. But it's beautiful. I mean, wow. It is certainly a lovely thing to behold. Okay, so let's just kind of turn things over and look. So you've got your volume up, down right there. You've got your spot for a SIM card, because I forgot to mention this is a Wi-Fi and cellular iPad, which is very exciting, so you don't have to just rely on Wi-Fi to be able to use this thing. You've got your speakers up top, your on and off screen button, got your headphone jack there. For here on this side, you've got your 3-pin smart connector, and this is what you connect your keyboard to if you should desire to buy a keyboard to go with this. And on the bottom you of course have your lightning connector spot and your 2 speakers. Oh, and of course on the back you've got your camera right up here. See if this thing can turn on. And we have life. Now this thing is 12.9 inches on the diagonal. The width of this iPad Pro is the same as the height of the iPad Air 2, which is big. So we're at 80%. Hello. And it just sets up like every other iPad out there. So I went through the startup and I just kind of skimmed through all the options. I will note that it will not let you set this up without either connecting to Wi-Fi or using cellular data. It just wouldn't let me bypass that. So I connected to Wi-Fi. So here you have it. Very nice background. All your standard apps are here. Haven't downloaded anything new at this point. So, where should we start? There's so many things we could look at. So on first look, there just appears to be a lot of gap in between the apps. I bet you can hold this down and yeah, see, so you can move some down here, but up here, there's just a lot of extra space I feel like you could fill with apps. So you can do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth row there, 6 if you're counting the bottom. Just a lot of space, but you've got a big screen, so hey, why not fill it up with a lot of stuff? It's pretty fast, scrolling back and forth, and it does house the A9X chip, which is a 64-bit chip. It has 2 times faster storage performance, making this the fastest tablet on the market. And it's up to 1.8 times faster than the A8X. There's also an M9 motion processor built into the A9X. Yeah, set this up right now. Graphics are twice as fast. It is purported to be faster than 80% of the portable PCs out there, which is crazy. So, you know, in some ways, I suppose you could use this as a computer. I'm sure there are some programs you just can't run on this, but there's plenty of stuff you can do, like there's iMovie editing and some other bigger programs I know you can utilize on here. The iPad Pro boasts a 10-hour battery life. Of some of the other reviews I've looked at say that it gets close to 10 hours, which is still really good for a tablet. It has a 4-speaker audio system that automatically balances depending on how you're holding the iPad, you know, either this way or horizontally. It says it's about 1.5 pounds in weight and 6.9 millimeters thin, so still super duper thin to be so very fast. It does not have 4K video. That is a bummer. I mean, here the new iPhone can do 4K video, and you've got this more powerful, bigger iPad that could, you know, house more stuff in it, and no 4K video. So that's rather disappointing. You would think that would be one of the big draws to getting this. You can see a nice up close of my table and all of its many pores. So I just wanted to give you a look at how video looks on this thing. Looks terrific, and it's nice and big. It's fast. See how it skips through here. Of course, some of this definitely depends on your internet speed. I'm not going to ignore that. Kind of a strange video we're watching, but anyway, so there's that. So I wanted to show you how the split screen looks on here. So I opened up Notes, and you just drag from the side, and got to my calendar here, and you just pull it over, and there you have split screen. So I believe you can do it while it's vertical, but I'm sure horizontal is just makes a lot more sense because you've got more space. So that is pretty sweet. I know I will definitely be utilizing this feature a lot. And let me show you the keypad too. Oops. Look at the size of this keypad. I mean, you know, here's kind of where your fingers are supposed to be placed, right? About there. It's big, and you've got all your numbers up here, and you know, your little signs, everything. You've got this little squiggly thing here where you can write your own note as well. Choose your end, which is super duper fun. So yeah, you've got a terrific large keypad. You don't have to press that little icon down here to get your numbers. You already have them all at the top, unless you want to change it just to numbers with all of your little symbols there. So I really like that. So something that surprised me was that the iPad Pro only supports up to 150 megabits per second via LTE, when the iPhone 6S supports up to 300 megabits per second. I mean, isn't it kind of surprising that they couldn't make it faster in a bigger device, but they could in a smaller device? And supposedly, you know, this is the fastest, most powerful tablet out there. And I mean, if I'm using this thing on the go, and this thing has Wi-Fi and cellular, why can't it be as fast with that as my iPhone is? I just thought that was kind of weird. Something else that surprised me about the iPad Pro was that it doesn't have Force Touch. Here my iPhone 6S does, but again, this big, powerful, new and improved iPad doesn't? I mean, what in the world? I can text on this thing. I've got cellular data, so I can, you know, utilize a lot of the same things I would use Force Touch for, like on my iPhone, but why wouldn't it come on the iPad? Again, strange. As far as accessories, you can buy the Apple Pencil for $99 to use for your tablet like a pencil. It charges at the Lightning port, and it's pretty cool looking. I don't know if I'd want to pay $99 for a stylus, basically. Also, kind of a bummer with that, there's no magnet or place to connect it. There's not even a clip to stick it in your pocket, so you've got this free-floating pen in your bag that, you know, hopefully doesn't go to the bottom and get smushed by this giant beast. And you can also buy a keyboard, and that connects at the 3-pin smart connector, and that's how it charges it, so you don't ever have to plug that thing into charge, unlike the pencil. The keypad's going to run you about $169. The base price for the iPad Pro, base price, $799. Now, if you're going to go with 128 gigs plus Wi-Fi and cellular, you're looking at $1,079. So at that point, you've basically bought a computer. So maybe you need to kind of weigh what your needs are. Do you just need a really big traveling tablet, or would you rather get a small, lightweight, and possibly very, very fast computer? This is a really attractive, very large tablet. It's terrific for viewing movies and, just for certain things. For me, this is too big. My iPad Air 2 is perfect. I've got smaller hands. This thing is just really big for me to hold. I would find it a little too big for being on the go and hauling around. And for the price and for what it can do versus what my phone can do, I would personally rather just invest in a MacBook. It's got the, attached keyboard. It's, I think, just a little bit smaller in size. And I don't know. It's too much tablet, and it's a lot. Now, if you prefer the layout of a tablet versus the layout of a computer, and then maybe this is for you. And you certainly don't have to get cellular in addition to Wi-Fi, and again, that's going to up your price. But if you are, again, using this on the go a lot, it's going to be more convenient for you to have that rather than having to jump from coffee shop or an airport or wherever and have to connect to someone else's Wi-Fi. So, but it's gorgeous, it's fast, like everything Apple. It's very pleasing on the whole, but yeah, for $1,079, I would probably invest in a computer instead. But that's not to say that I didn't thoroughly enjoy unboxing and playing with this thing. And I will probably have to watch a movie or two on it before I fully make up my mind. Thank you so much for watching, and do stay tuned for more videos and reviews.